Hello, and welcome to the end of the week 7 HTML portion of the Intro to Creative Web Dev course. So far this week, hopefully you've already read through or watched through both of these sort of tutorials. So from P5.js to HTML, sort of took you from the environment that you've been working in, which is the P5 environment, the P5 editor, and introduced Replit to just get you set up in an editor that will let you more easily edit HTML. And then the HTML tutorial itself talks about, like, now that you're in the editor, how do you actually write HTML? And importantly, how do you find out new tags using, search engines and W3 schools and MDN? So hopefully you've already seen those. If not, maybe go check those out and come back. So this video is going to talk about the project this week and how I would approach the project. And it's going to be a little bit different just because we're not writing P5 anymore. We are now writing HTML. So I'm going to kind of walk through how I would approach it. So first of all, the requirement is to create a web page. You can create anything you want. I'm going to kind of suggest making like a personal, like, portfolio web page that introduces who you are, but really you can do whatever you want. The only requirement is that you need to use at least 10 HTML tags. So you can feel free to use resources like W3 Schools and MDN to learn more about HTML tags, and don't be afraid to use like search engines and stuff, but that's the requirement. And here's some example code, but the idea is that you'll write your own HTML to fulfill that goal. Okay, so to get started, the first thing that I'm going to do is open up Replit. So I'm going to go to replit.com, replit.com, and I'm already logged in here. If you're not logged in yet, log in, and you'll see something similar to this. And then I'm going to create an HTML project. So I'm going to go up here to create, and then I'm going to select HTML, CSS, JS, and you can give it a name. You can stick with the random words that it gave you if you want, or you can give it a name. I'm going to call it, I don't know, like week 1. I don't know. I'm not feeling super creative right now, so I'm just going to call it week 1, and I'm going to click create REPL, which is Replit's like cutesy word for project. Okay, so Replit gives you some starter code, and honestly, I think that the starter code they give you is too complicated, and I think it's going to make your life a little harder if you try to use it. So I honestly suggest deleting it, so starting from scratch, and you can replace it with the example starter code here if you want. That might be helpful. So I'm going to paste that in, and I'm going to click run just to double check that it's working. And indeed, there I see my hello world and welcome to my first web page. So even with this code as is, I think I'm pretty close to being done, at least with the the requirements itself. So I think this has 7 tags. Let me count them. Doc type. This is technically not an HTML tag if you're familiar with the sort of advanced side of HTML, but I'm going to count it anyway, just to make my life easier. So that's 1. The HTML tag itself is 2. Head is 3. Title is 4. Body is 5. H1 is 6. And P is 7. So this is 7 tags so far. I encourage you to change what's here to make it your own. So I can say, like, instead of my first web page here, maybe I say like Kevin's web page, and I can maybe say like welcome to Kevin's page, and I'll say maybe like hi, I'm Kevin, nice to meet you. And this is, it's not world-shatteringly creative or anything, but it's at least changing it to make it my own. So from here, the next thing I would do is add, well, at least 3 more tags. And so there's a few places I would go. The first place would be the tutorial that you worked through earlier in the week. And there's a few examples here. So, maybe I add a list, or maybe I add an image, or maybe a link. So those are some options for tags you might consider. So yeah, maybe I could add a list. Yeah, let me add a list, I think. So I'll steal some of this code and I'm going to copy it into my HTML here, and I'll give myself some white space and I'll paste it in. And now I think actually Replit will auto format this when I save. It does. That's so cool. So right now it just says cats, dogs, lizards. That's just kind of a goofy example. So it's kind of up to me now to take these tags and do something, more personalized with them. So first, maybe I'll like add another p tag and I'll say these are my favorite foods, and then I'm going to change this to contain some food. So my favorite food, this is going to get a little personal. My favorite food is Subway, actually. I love Subway sandwiches. And maybe I'll add a little emoji. Sandwich? Yeah, that's a sandwich. Subway. What else do I love? I actually love salad. I eat a salad pretty much every day. So I'll add a salad maybe. And my third one, ice cream. I actually eat ice cream almost every single day too. And I'll add maybe that emoji, maybe that emoji. Sure. And let me save this and see what it looks like. Okay, so now my web page says, welcome to Kevin's page. Hi, I'm Kevin. Nice to meet you. These are my favorite foods: Subway, salad, ice cream. And I think now I'm at 9 tags. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm not counting each separate p tag as its own tag. If you have 5 p tags, that's still just one unique HTML tag. So that's what was that, 6? Or what was that, 7? All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then UL is 8 and LI is 9. So now I need one more. And for this, there's a couple things I want to demonstrate here. So the first thing I'll demonstrate is searching for a new tag. So maybe I want to add an image. So first I'll say, like I'll type in my search bar here, like HTML image tag. And I can go to W3 schools. I can go to, any of these results are probably pretty good. This one, MDN, is probably going to be the best one if you're not familiar with it. So maybe I'll check that out. And yep, you can read through this for more information and get more information about using the HTML tag. The other place I would check out is W3 Schools. That's here. So you can get more examples just by searching the internet. So I want to actually go back to MDN because I wanted to know if their example is real. Is that a real image? Will this actually work? Oh wait, where am I? I'm still in W3 Schools. I want to go back to MDN. MDN, okie doke. Is this a real image or is this just an example? Let's find out. No, that's fake. Okay, so actually let me just copy this code in just to kind of demonstrate something. And I will, maybe I'll just add an image kind of down at the bottom here. And there's a few ways that you can do images, but let me just run this and see what happens. I'm going to run this, and okay, now I see that, okay, the alt text is dinosaurs. That's showing up here because the image isn't loading. And why isn't that loading? Well, this was just example code. This image doesn't actually exist. So I need to upload an image first. So I didn't prepare this at all. I don't have an image ready to go. So let me go to, like, I don't know, image search. I'm going to maybe just steal an image off the internet just to get something working. So I'm going to maybe just download this image. And there's a couple things I could do actually. So I think maybe if I open the image itself in a new tab, I could maybe use this URL, but I'm going to maybe demonstrate this to see, like, if I have an image on my computer, what should I do? So let me download this image first. Save image. and I'm going to call it like ice cream.jpg. Okay, that's on my desktop now. And maybe you have images on your computer already, or you can download them, or whatever. But now I have an image that's on my desktop. So to get this to work, what I need to do first is upload the image to my Replit project here. So I can click this button. Wait, no. I can go here to upload file, and now I can upload my ice cream image, and there it is, ice cream. And so now I want to change the source attribute to ice cream.jpg. And now I'm going to change the alt text to ice cream as well. Okay, let me run that. And there we go. Now I have an image of one of my favorite foods, ice cream, in my web page here. So, and I think that gets me to 10 tags. So I think I'm pretty much done. I encourage you to play around more if you want to, but I'm going to look for 10 tags, and so I'm going to stop there. So when you submit your project, the URL I'm looking for is this one, the URL that's over here in the Replit like preview over here. If you wanted to share a link to your page to somebody else, you want to post it on social media and say, I'm in this awesome class with this awesome teacher and I made this awesome web page, check it out. You probably don't want to send everybody to Replit because not everybody cares about your code. So if you want to share it with them, don't send them this link. Instead, click, wait, hold on. I'm wrong about all of that. God. You can send me this link, that's fine. But the link I'm actually looking for is this link. I'm looking for the replit.com link. So that's the link that you should actually submit to me as your project submission form. But if you want to share your actual web page with somebody else, then share this link over here. You can also click this button to open it up in a new tab. And now this is sort of the standalone version of the resulting web page that you can send to anybody, just like you can send any other web page, because that's exactly what this is. You can send me either one, honestly. I can figure it out, but by default, I would look for that one. So okay, that's how I would approach this week's project and how I would approach kind of sharing it either with me or with other folks out in the world. I'm looking for 10 tags, but I encourage you to play with tags that seem interesting and create something that feels like something that's yours. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. The P5 projects have been really cool and creative, so I'm excited to see what happens when you all get to try out a different language with different end result. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. Hopefully that helped just kind of orient you in creating the project. The one thing I'll mention is don't worry about styling it. Don't worry too much about like the coloring or the fonts or the sizes of stuff or like the layout. We will learn about that in the next couple of weeks. For now, focus on the HTML tags themselves and getting that working. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Thanks for watching. I am excited to see what you come up with, and I will see you in class.